So when I was making this video about uh, different musicals, all of them were just amazing, and I already knew that I want to react to all of them. So today we gonna check more of the returns of the moon. So yeah. Hello everyone, my name is Smile, and today, as I said before, we gonna react to the next song from the Returns of the Moon. The song is called Sinless, and you know, when I reacted to the song Execution from this musical, I was blown away. I didn't expect it something so good. There were so many different things that I find interesting in the first song, and the story was like, I'm pretty curious to see what's gonna happen. And I know that first song in the musicals is, often make like, yeah, let's show a lot of characters that are gonna be in this musical. Let's go and show as much as we can. So I'm really like to see what's gonna the second song looks like, because I guess this is gonna be the song that will start the journey like in the really proper way. So I cannot wait, and I know that this song is pretty shorter than the first one, because it's like under 2 minutes, but I want to react to only this one song in this video, because I want to like focus fully on this one song, because it's like basically the first video from this musical, because the first video was like connect mix with the other musicals. So yeah, today we're gonna check that one song. So yeah, let's go into the reaction, but I will only kindly remind that if you want to see more of me, you can check this channel. This is the channel where I make music myself. But yeah, I talk over 2 minutes. I don't know how I am able to speak that much, but yeah, let's go to the Sinless. Ooh.
I was just remembering something. A day in particular where she was her happiest.
I love the piano straight from the beginning.
We both were.
Wow. My god, this piano is so perfect. I mean, people who are on this channel for some time probably know that I don't like too much, the sound of the guitar, but I am absolutely in love with the piano sound. And this one in particular is so amazing. And when we are looking also at this sky with the stars, it makes it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And you have to also forgive me, because in the last video there was so many characters that I'm not sure yet who Brian is, but I guess I'm gonna learn that later in the musical. So for now I just gonna go with the vibe, and yeah.
Just makes me miss her all the more. I remember that day.
Oh.
The skies were getting gray and heavy. It started raining. Penny began to cry. But then he took us both and we ran outside. And we got soaked. I never laughed that much before.
My god. Now I'm feeling so torn is the word I looking for. I'm not sure, but I think I'm torn apart at two sides, because from one hand the story is pretty sad, and I want to be like, oh, this is sad, this is like emotional. But from the other hand, I was like, this sounds so good. So yeah.
I never laughed that much before. and she would play while staying there and waiting for me to join her side. But then I close my eyes and imagine I feel her hand in mine, but only for a second, and she's gone.
Is Penny is like their daughter who kinda died? I'm not sure. I really not sure, but the story is so emotional, and I kinda said at the beginning that we're gonna react only to one song, but I think we're gonna react to also one more because yeah, I'm getting kinda addicted to this musical. But yeah, the story seems so sad, and I'm kinda guessed because in the first song it was kinda like the people raised from the dead or something, and or maybe they were more like resurrected by the one girl that we saw in the first song. But now I wonder if it's like the background that they are showing us, that the characters that were somehow maybe resurrected in the first video, they have to die somehow, and now we gonna see how they die and who are the characters, and then we gonna see them go back. I don't know, because maybe I completely wrong and they were not resurrected, but I something missed something and didn't understand something. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm pretty curious to see what's gonna happen if in that case we gonna in the next song hear about other characters, or this gonna be like once. I'm not sure why I'm talking so much and thinking about what can happen, because if I'm gonna just listen to this, it's just gonna happen in the next few minutes, so I'm gonna get my answer. Let's go and hear that. But what I'm trying to say, that this is really, 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 really good.
Is it sinful to miss someone so much as this?
Aww. That is pretty sad. Now I kind of start to understand that this is probably their daughter, and when you listen to them singing all of this story, and then they are singing, "Is it sinless to miss someone as much as this?" When you know that they are probably singing about their daughters, it's just so painful, so sad. And I would like to know more what happened. I know maybe it's not important, maybe the important is the fact that the penny isn't there anymore. I'm not sure. But it just make me emotional, and yeah. But I also have to admit that I love, like this lyrics video, they both have other colors, and when they are singing together, the color blends together. That is really cool. Oh, and that was the end. So yeah, you know, I already said in the intro to this video that I loved the first song, and I have to also tell that I'm 100% sure gonna add this song to my playlist because it was amazing. I love the instruments, I love the piano, I love the vocals, the sad story, everything was so cool. It was so cool that I now have to check the other song because I want to know what's gonna happen in the later in the story. So yeah, today we're gonna also check the other song, and I don't know also the title for this next song because I planned to react only to this one song, but it just makes me want more. So yeah, we're gonna react to the next song, and we're gonna see what the title of the song gonna be in the next few seconds. So yeah. So yeah, the next song is called Save Myself. So yeah, let's hear that. Mm.
There was a war back home for a good cause, or so I was told.
Mm.
And I didn't want my people to get hurt. So I pledged myself to one side, agreed to be their spy. I spent the rest of my life surrounded by wolves. Fun, right?
So there was some kind of war, and maybe all of these people, died because of that. But Diane, if I'm not wrong, she was the one that meant to be executed in this first video. I'm not sure, but I think that she was the one, and that maybe would have sense because she was like this spy, and maybe they, kinda with time understand that she's the spy, and this is why she were in this situation in the first song. But yeah, she was spent her whole life at being the spy, surrounded with the people that are probably her enemies or something. So that has to be pretty dark.
Some of them were kind, some were charming, some less so. One of them I follow, deceptive, and I know.
But it's also really cool that what she just sung, that some of them were nice, that were charming, and so that not all of the people are bad. That is always something that I think, should probably think about. But even if there is some group of people, it doesn't have to mean that all of them are bad. I'm not sure, but it's kind of somehow was for me when I heard that yeah, this is pretty smart to understand that. I don't know, but I think that it's pretty cool.
One of them I follow, deceptive, and I know everything was simple until I had entered his home and met his sister.
Oh, sister.
What if all I know is it was never worth it in the end? Everything I did for them.
So now she kind of starts to wonder if all of the things that she did for her people, if that was worth it, if she should. And I'm guessing why, if she meant that she, wasn't able to protect them anyway, or she meant that maybe the people in the other group were so nice, so good that they were only told that they are bad, and in the reality they weren't that bad. I'm not sure. I try to understand what she can mean, and I probably we probably will get to know later, but it's pretty interesting.
Did I change the world, or did it seem to end with if I can't save myself.
Hmm. Now it's kinda getting me the Attack of Titan vibes, but it's interesting. Maybe it's the first, thought that I had that she did so much work, but she wasn't able to protect her people anyway because she can't save herself, and without her, they not gonna be safe or something. Because she is executed right now. So if that is the reality for her, then everything that she did probably somehow can't, have, she could probably think that if now she gonna be executed and there will be no her anymore, then the people that she tried to protect gonna be in the big danger, probably even bigger danger than before, because they gonna want to, I don't know, have some revenge or something. I'm not sure, but it seems pretty interesting.
Save myself. Then a friend I'd seem to find, her name Clarissa. My real name stayed a lie. She
Once again.
then a friend I'd seem to find, her name Clarissa.
So she kinda find a friend while she was surrounded by the wolves, how she called them, and she met the Clarissa. Huh. It's interesting. It's really interesting story when she find the friend while was surrounded by the enemies. That's really interesting.
My real name stayed a lie.
So she probably didn't tell her, like her true name.
She was not laced with venom like the rest. And it is hard to trust one when you're covered in secrets. All these lies that cry aloud and you cannot speak it. And someone who trusts in you is hurt by the things you can't.
Once again, I wanna listen to it once again because I kinda zoom out because I was listening to the amazing instrumental in the background, and I understand that they are pretty important lyrics. So yeah, let's hear that again.
And it is hard to trust one when you're covered in secrets. All these lies that cry aloud and you cannot speak it. And someone who trusts in you is hurt by the things you can't say.
Yeah, that have to be really difficult when you are the spider, but you kinda start to be with a friend with someone from them, but you also kinda say constant lie to them because you cannot tell the truth, and you kinda make something that hurt the person that you care about. That is a really messed up situation.
Hurt by the things you can't say. Yes, she is there back home, and because of me, now alone. And I
If she were put into some kind of prison after they understand that she was a spy or something, I'm not sure, but that's really really sad.
am here paying the price for my choice. Everything I gave, all the people I thought I helped in those days could be lost just because I cared too much and gave it all up just for love love. I wish it wasn't hard, but there's a few things I keep in my mind. It takes my every step since things had gone awry and swept it all from my sight. I wonder if she knows by now the things I kept from her and how I lied to save her. Oh.
So it was something like she lied to her because she know that if she would tell her everything, she would be in a big danger because, you know, then she would be like, they would say that she is working with her, and now she can say that she didn't know anything because she didn't. So yeah, that's really, really interesting story.
I kept from her and how I lied to save her.
Amazing voice.
Oh, and all I want to know is, was it ever worth it in the end? Oh, everything I did for that.
Amazing voice.
Change the world, or did it seem to end with me? And through everything within, finally be free if I can save myself. Save myself. If I can't save myself.
Oh, wow. I guess we kinda get the, I don't know, the backstory of the first song. We kinda start to understand probably why she was there. You know, why she was the one that this execution was for her, why it all was about. So we know that she was a spy in this war, that she met some nice people then, that she isn't sure that she helped anyone, that she maybe did all of everything even worse. She have a lot of doubts, but she also have the friend there that also can have a big consequences because of the friendship. That's a really, really complicated situation that she is in. And now I kinda wonder what's gonna happen, in which direction we gonna go with this musical, or we gonna, you know, see what happened after this execution, and we gonna see the story after her, you know, being the spy, after her being freed from this execution, or we gonna go back and gonna see all of the situation when she was the spy and she met this friend. I'm not sure, because this can go into both directions, and I have to admit that both of this direction would be really interesting to see, because I guess that's the point which we started is like in the middle of the story, and it's really interesting because when you think about it, in real life, when we gonna be in some kind of story, when we met someone, we never met this person when story of this person begins. I mean, the only thing when there's different when the person just born and we saw that, but in most cases when we are, I don't know, in high school or something, and we met some person then she's in the, you know, some part of his life, but she has his life before. And it's really interesting when we kind of start this musical in the middle of the story, because it's kind of like in the real life, and I don't know if that is so, if that's gonna make other people that hype as me, but I love this this fact, and I really want to see in which direction we're gonna go in the next songs. But yeah, both the songs gonna go definitely in my playlist. I love them. I love the vibe of these songs. I love the story so far, and I cannot wait to hear more. So we definitely gonna check more songs from this musical in the latest video. And also, if you think that I should react to some songs together in one video, then you can recommend me that. And yeah, let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section, and we're gonna see each other in the next video. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Until the next video, just remember to be nice to each other and to smile more to each other. Thank you everyone for watching. Until the next video, bye bye.
I don't